Hey bro, hey, we are live currently. Am I audible? Harsh? Hey bro, hey, we are live currently. Am I audible? Harsh? Okay, great. Hey bro, hey, we are live currently. Am I audible? Harsh? Okay, great. Hey, we are live currently. Am I audible? Harsh? Okay, great. Hey everyone, we are live currently. Harsh? Okay, great. Guys, type something in the chat box. We'll start with the. Okay, I guess I'm audible to everyone. Hey, yeah. We are starting with the Web Development Bootcamp, and this is the first lecture on basics of HTML and CSS. Okay, give me a minute. Currently increasing. Okay, let's have join, and we'll start the hour, or we can call it workshop, 5 to 10 minutes. Everyone has joined, and guys, do subscribe to the channel, or else your attendance won't be considered. Can Okay, let's anyone confirm
Have
my
joined.
audio? Yeah, Tharva, how is it now? Am I audible? Yeah, just message in the group that we are live. on few things and we'll get started. Guys, it's already 1:32. Tell your friends to join faster. And plus, we will start the, the lecture at 1:35. If you guys have any doubts, please um, mention them in the chat box. I will reply to you. Want to speak? Just mention the things in the chat box and reply to you. We have Hirsch, is one of the Ineuron community and the channel manager. Help you forward. Okay, bro. The thing is, if I try to increase the mic sensitivity now, I will have to restart the stream, and I don't want to do that. So, like, am I audible perfectly? Okay, I will just speak out louder if you want, guys. So, Harsh, can you just confirm, is this audio kind of okay? And if anyone is facing some audio issues, guys, just check out your volume. If few people are saying the audible, please my task bar. There's okay. I guess this How about this? This is from the laptop's mic. Okay. Once confirm that I'm audible and will stop. One, am I audible? The mic sensitivity right now. Okay, great. So let me see how many of you have joined the stream. Okay, we just have her. She's saying laptop mic is better. Okay, great. So let's start. I just see only 15 people have joined. Guys, just tell your laptop mic was better. Okay, now there won't be any issues. I just see there have been only 15 people here. Tell your friends to join faster, or else they will miss a chance to get the certificate of the first class. And some of you like may not know this, but we will have a mini hackathon after every 3 hours, so after every 2 lectures. And one more thing, you need to be present for at least one of the lecture to get to be eligible for the hackathon. So if you're not present in one of the 2 lectures, you won't be eligible and you'll have to try the next time. The prizes for the hackathon are 1,500 rupees for the first winner. Second winner will get 1,000 rupees and third winner will get 500 rupees. Okay, that's about the prizes. Like other than prizes, you will get the winner certificate and an I Write Code t-shirt. Okay, so I Write Code t-shirt for the last competition we have distributed to everyone. Okay, just a second. Okay, so currently we are starting right now. So as per the posters, today's topic is basics of HTML and CSS. So most of you guys, like I'm aware that you know what HTML and what CSS is, but this thing we are starting, so we are starting from the beginning. So HTML is, let me close this. And first of all, I will help you set up your VS Code. So let's go to G drive, the folder, and I'll just name it as bootcamp. So in the bootcamp folder, we'll have all the files, and these files will be shared with you as well. Let me just open it. Okay, Shiv Prasad, this course will be for 3 months, and it will be every Saturday and Sunday, 1:30 to 1:30 to 3 p.m. Okay, so every Saturday and Sunday, 1:30 to 3 p.m. there will be this. We'll have the lectures, and after every Saturday and Sunday, the next week we'll have a competition based on what we have taught you. Is that clear? Let me see. Let me check out the messages again. Great. Shiv Prasad, does that clear the doubt? Okay. So let's move forward, guys. We are starting with HTML. Um, so those of you guys who are new to the language and stuff, programming languages. So what HTML is? HTML is basically a language where you can write your text. Okay. So for example, I visit. Let me bring out a browser here. And if I go to google.com, okay, and if I search just code it, that's the name of our channel. I don't know if it has been ranked or not, but take a look at this. When I search this just code it or anything, you can see this output here. You have some links and this the text that's written using HTML. So for example, let's have open a Word document. HTML is as simple as creating a Word document. Okay, so I go to a blank page. Okay, in this page, I'm just creating a normal Word document where it will be kind of a form. So what I will do is I will just have a heading. So I'll just give an heading 1 and I will say
this is a form. Yeah, and I will give some information about the form in kind of a paragraph. So let me just copy a random paragraph from Google. A random paragraph. Okay, so this is just a random paragraph that I'm copying from here. Okay, and once I have copied it, I'll go to my Word document and I will paste this. So this is our heading. This is the random paragraph that we copied from the Google. Now, what else we can do in the Word file? We can insert an image. So let me take an image. Insert image. Yeah. Pictures, this device, and I will just take an image from my desktop. So I have this image. I can just resize this things. Okay. So this is the image that I have taken from my mm, desktop. What all things we can do here? We can like change the color. Let's say I want this font size to be a bit bigger. I'll just say font size to be 30, and we can just say font size to be 30, and it will get bigger. If I want to reduce the font size, I can do it as well. I can give it a background, so I can highlight this. I can change the color of this text. Okay, this all things we can do in a Word document. But guys, tell me one thing. Is this Word document presentable to everyone? Suppose you are in the live stream. Okay, so now you are in the live stream. Can I share this Word document? I will have to share, like, I'll have to go here. I'll have to save it as a PDF, and I will have to upload it into some Google Drive. This is a so long process. So instead of this, we don't use let me go back. Yeah. We don't use Word documents in our web page. We use something known as HTML to write our web page. It's as simple as writing your Word document. So let me show you. HTML basically stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay. So to write HTML, HTML can be written in multiple ways. So you can use your notepad, your simple notepad. Let me open it. Yeah. The simple notepad to write HTML, or you can use something advanced like VS Code or maybe some other editor that you like. So we will be mostly using VS Code for the thing for writing our HTML. Or else, if you guys don't have VS Code or your system is laggy or there are some issues with your system, you can always use Replit. So let me just go back to the browser. And if you search Replit, go to Replit and it's replit.com. I'm sharing the link in the chat so that if you want, you can always go to this site and use it. So you can just hit create button and you can select HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Don't worry about the thing. Just name it. For example, I'll name it Bootcamp, and you can click on create repo. This thing will create a VS Code like environment into your browser. Okay, and if you're not familiar with this thing, okay, if you like want actual VS Code, what you can do, Ineuron, the sponsors of our bootcamp, have come up with something known as NeuroLab. So this NeuroLab basically gives you VS Code like environment into your browser. So if I go to ineuron.ai, I'm sharing you the link right now. Okay, just go to ineuron.ai. Let me sign out. Okay, now if I click on sign in, and if I click on continue with Google, okay, so I will just sign in with my account. So this is my account. And if I just go here to my courses section, even though you don't have any courses, you can just go to NeuroLab and click on VS Code. Now it takes like a few seconds to load. And once like the thing gets loaded, a pop-up will appear. So guys, you can see I'm currently using VS Code inside my browser. Okay, let it load first. Okay, this is not the thing that I expected. Let's do it again. Maybe there was some click issues. If you click on VS Code, it will open VS Code into your browser without using any of your resources that are required to run VS Code. So guys, can you see this? I'm into the VS Code like environment. Okay. And all the shortcuts that we use into VS Code works here. If I do this, everything works. And you can even write your HTML files, you can write your CSS, you can write your JavaScript, you can write your Java, C++. All the code are supported here. Okay, it has extensions like VS Code, so I can search for, let's say, CSS. Okay, if I search here into CSS, and it gives some things here. So it gives some extensions here to download. Okay, this was about Neural Labs. Guys, do check it out if you have a low-end PC and you want to run everything in the browser and you want it saved online somewhere, so you can show to your friends. Okay, so this was about the Neural Labs. Let's get back. For this lecture, we will be using VS Code, and I will show you how to set up the VS Code. So go to Google and search VS Code. Okay, go to the first website, click on download. Okay, and just download this thing. Once you click it, the download will start automatically here at the left corner. Okay, I'm gonna cancel it for now because I have already installed it. Okay, so once you install it and once you open it, you'll get something like this, a screen like this. Now what you need to do is, while installing, tick everything. So let me show you. Once you tick everything while installing, and create a folder. For example, I create here a new folder again to say hi. And if you right click here and go for show more options, if you are on Windows 11, if you are on Windows 10, just right click and do open with VS Code. Okay, now this folder gets opened inside the VS Code. So for now, I'm gonna open the bootcamp folder inside of the VS Code. Okay, so guys, did you understand what we did till now? Just message me in the chat box. Just message me in the chat box and I will reply to you. So after this, before we start actually with HTML, this is the attendance timing right now. So guys, to let us know that you are attending this stream, you're live currently with us, please share your email address that you have registered with us. So please tell your email addresses in the chat box. Okay, so for example, I can do. Okay, for example, I can do. I need to send my email address in the chat box, and we will mark you as attended. So guys, do it fast. We won't waste time much in the attendance. Okay, and if you send the things, these things are recorded and will mark you as attended. And if you are attending the full lecture, you will be given the participation certificate by Ineuron, which is the most reputed company. Okay, so yeah, let's start. First, we'll take your attendance on the in the chat box. So just make sure you are sharing your email address there. For now, we will start with the HTML file. So as you guys know, the Word file is like stored by extension as hi.docs, doca, or docx, whatever. So in the same way, the HTML file is stored using HTML. So I can say first.html. Okay, so first.html, and in this first.html, so basically this will tell our browser or whatever thing we are running, it will tell that we are running the HTML file and it will execute as an HTML file, not as a Word file. Okay, so in VS Code, you have this thing on the left side where you can just click here and a file will get created. So let's start with typing an HTML. So this is kind of a blank document right now, as we do a blank document in Word. To start with our HTML, first we need to type HTML in opening and closing curly brackets. So this is an HTML tag which will tell us that this is the start of an HTML file and this is an end of an HTML file. So how do we define the end? To define the end, you need to type this /. Okay, so after typing the /, what you need to do, then there are few specific things. So there is something known as head. Okay, so this represents the heading. Then there is something known as title inside of an head. So inside of your heading, there is a title. Okay, and after this title, after this heading, there is the body of whatever things you are going to write and stuff. So whatever things you're going to write, whatever things you're going to show your audience or your on your website will be written inside of this body. This title, this title is basically the title of your web page. So for example, what I mean by title is, if I go to this, can you see it's written Neurolab and Ineuron.ai. This is the title. So we can use write this title here. So for now, let's go back. Okay, let's go back to our VS Code. So HTML end. Okay, so this is the start and end of our HTML file. This is the heading. This is the body. Do you have any doubts regarding this? Just message in the chat box. And I see no one has yet shared the email address in the chat box. Guys, if you don't share the email address, we won't be able to understand who has attended the session and who has not. So do like send the email address in the chat box and we'll mark you as present. Okay. This presenting will be taken multiple times, so don't waste your time. Just mark yourself as present here. Let me check. Okay. So let me ask Harsh if he has taken the attendance. What's going on? Okay. Guys, is there any issue? Let me ask. I haven't turned on the slow mode, so everything should look fine. Tell us what's happening. Share your email addresses. Okay, automatically deleting the Gmails. Let me check. First, are there any things in the chat? Guys, give us a second. Let me see if something has happened. Okay, okay, all comments. Okay, so this is the issue. Let me see what I can do here. Just a second. Till that, okay, set up your environment and I will what all things are happening. Okay, guys, don't write at gmail.com. You can just write something like this. Okay, don't write at gmail.com or add something else. Okay, just type something like this. Okay, so don't type. Okay, let me check if it's happening again. Mhm. So Kunal, I mean KG Army official. Atharva, try typing it without using at gmail.com. Just type your email address. Don't type anything. Oh, great, it's working. But yeah. So those people who are giving the attendance right now will be marked as present, and this attendance will be taken 2 more times in this whole event. Okay. Now let's move forward. Don't send me on the WhatsApp. Don't send me in the WhatsApp. Who was this? Yeah, Atharvo. Great. So let's go. Let's get back, and we'll start with our HTML. So now let me add some title here. Let me say bootcamp, or let's say first website. So my first website. Okay. Now, guys, to run this HTML file, you need to go into the folder. Okay, to the folder, and you need to open it. So let me bring it down here. Can you see the title now? It says my first website. So let's see. Aryan, you need to share your email address without at gmail.com. Prachi, you need to share your email address. Okay, great. Don't share the name. Okay, just share the email address. So, guys, can you see this is the title of our website? It says my first website. Now let's go back and let's add some things here. Okay, so inside the body, we added, okay, in our Word document, if you see here, in our Word document, we have this heading. It says, this says at heading 1. So inside of an HTML file, even we can have an heading. So take a look here. So I can say H1. So it basically says heading 1. And I can say, I am heading 1. Are you guys understanding this? Understanding. Sorry for my spellings. I misspelled multiple times. Okay, now let's save this and let's go back and let's refresh. Can you see? I have the text has been written in form of heading. Now, as per the like we have H1, we have multiple things here. So we can say H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So let me just change the text. So this will become heading 2. Heading 2 is basically a bit smaller than heading 1. Let me make it heading 3. Let me make it heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. Okay, and let's see how this looks. So if you guys go to the website and if you check, can you see every heading? So heading 1 is a bit bigger. Heading 2 is a little smaller than the first one. Heading 3 is little smaller than the second one. Okay, and so on. So heading 6 is the smallest of all of them. Okay, this was about the headings. Now you may ask for the paragraphs. So can we have some paragraphs here? Yeah, we can have. So we can have paragraphs using something known as p tag. Okay, so this was an h1 tag, this was an h2 tag, h3. Now we will learn about p tag. P. So I need to type p. We can close this time. Now inside this p tag, I can have the same paragraph as I. Okay, let me just copy this paragraph and let me just paste it inside this p. And if your document doesn't look good, so if you are facing some issues with the looks of it, okay, Prajakta, you cannot share your friend's email address. Okay, or else you'll be blocked here. Okay, you won't be eligible for the certificates, Prajakta, if you do this again. Don't share your friend's address. Okay, and once you do format document, okay, just right click and do format document. The document will get formatted, so the syntax will become readable. Shiv Prasad Chocolate, don't spam in the chat. Okay, once you have given your email address, your attendance will be taken. Don't worry. So after this p tag, okay, let's see how the things are looking. So if you go here and if you just refresh, oh, there was this all, not app. Okay, I just saved it and I'm gonna just refresh this thing. So can you see this is a paragraph here? So guys, we have learned about H1s, different types of headings. We have learned about paragraphs. Do you have some doubts here? If you have some doubts, do message and we'll move forward with this line. So now we have learned of H1, we have learned of different types of headings, we have learned of paragraph. Now let's see, can we, mm, as I showed you, can we change the color of our text? Yeah, it is possible using something known as CSS. Now, guys, HTML is like only a text part. Okay. Okay, it's fine, Shiv-Prasad. We understand it. Don't worry. Okay, so what I did, okay, Prajakta. So, guys, listen. Now we are done with different types of heading. We are done with the paragraph. Now I will show you how do we change the color of one of the paragraph, of one of the text you can see. So this thing is done using something known as CSS. Now CSS is known as cascading style sheets. So these are the something often style sheets. Okay, so it's like writing a Word document for another Word document, but inside that another Word document, I will be telling what all styles are there. Okay, so let me show you how we write CSS. There are three different ways to write CSS. First, I will show you inside. You can write CSS inside of an HTML file. So I can just do this. You can say style. So we are styling our a web page. Now here I will select this H1. Okay, so I will say H1 and I will say color. So I'm changing the color. So I have multiple options here. I can say pink. So it's deep pink. Now if I just save this and if I go here and refresh, are you guys able to see this? The color has changed to pink. Now here even I can change the background color of this text. To change the background color of the text, you need to say background color and I will give it as aqua. So guys, take a look. It's just we need to type those things that we are speaking. So I say I need to change the color. I just need to type color. If I'm saying I need to change the background color, I need to type the background color. Now let's see. If I refresh this, the background color has been applied. Give me a second. Okay. So for now, this is about the background color. Now let's move forward. Let's go back to our HTML. Okay, in our HTML, we can do something known as a division. Okay, so in our HTML, we have something often div tag, div. So div, so we have this div tag. So this div tag basically makes divisions of our web page. So let's go to a website and see how those divisions are made. Okay, let's go to this thing and see this thing. If you are guys seeing this, this is one kind of a division. Okay, this random thing. Just a second. This is a division. This is a division, and those divisions are on one and one on the left and one on the right side. So in the same way, these divisions help us to make some divisions into our web page. So this divs, we inside of a div, instead of a division, we can have multiple things. We can have an H1, so something like this, something gibberish. We can have a paragraph as well. So I can say something like this. We can even have mm, okay, this was about the div. We can even have something known as section. So there is section inside of an HTML. So this section basically creates a section for the specific type of content. So this will help. So this section will help. It acts like a div, but they both have different properties. Of div, div has the division property, and section creates a section inside of your web page. So this was about the section. So inside of a section, we can even have a div. Okay, so we can nest multiple things here and there. So I can just do like this, a div, and I can just go on increasing the complexity of the web page. So this was about the div. Now I will show you how to make a form inside using HTML. So to create a form, I just need to type form and ignore for this the action thing for now. Inside this form, I have something known as input field. If I go and click here, input, and it says it's a type of text. So let's see how this looks. Let me save it. And let's go here. Can you see I have an input field where I can type this numbers. Let me just zoom in for you guys. I have this input field where I can type something, any random thing, and I can just hit submit. Sorry about this. And I can just hit submit button once we create the button. So there are multiple ways of taking input. So this is just using. So currently we are just taking the text input. But if you want something of an, let's say, input, just if you just want to take a number as an input, you can just make it as number. Okay. Now if I go here and if I hit refresh, I have these two fields. Inside one, I can type any of the text, and inside other, I can type number. Okay, I cannot type anything else than the number. Okay. Instead of this input field, you can even say this field is required or not. So you can just do required. Sorry, you can say this thing is required. For now, we won't be doing this. Now, a form basically has few things. One is the input, and the second is a button. So to create a button, you just need to type button. Okay, inside of this button, for example, I do submit, and if I save this, now take a look here. See, I have a submit button. Even I can click on this button. So for if I just click on the button, my page will get refreshed automatically. So this is the like default thing of submit buttons in HTML or any kind of buttons. In fact, so I can say like something random, and if I hit on submit, I can take the data from the user. Is this clear, guys? If you have any doubts, do let me know in the chat. And I see most of you have left the live stream after giving the attendance. So we are maintaining the thing. So we have this thing which tells us who has left and who has not left. So if you are living in between, we won't be mentioning your attendance, even though you gave the attendance here. Okay. So after this, let's go back. So this was about the form. Okay, form has input fields, form has buttons. Now, in a Word document, you can create this thing. Okay, let me show you. So for example, I can create this list. I can have some bullet points here. Where's the bullet points? I gave the bullet points, or I can give this numbers. So is there any way to do this? Actually, there is a way in HTML to do this. We do it using ordered list and unordered list. So there are two types of lists in HTML. So one is ordered and second is unordered. Order basically says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a order, and unordered is like a bullet point list. So let me show you what I mean. So first do UL. So UL basically stands for unordered list. This will help us to create an unordered list with the bullet points and stuff. Okay. Inside this unordered list, we need to have the list items, right? So we need to type li. So li basically says these are the list items. Okay. Inside of this list, all these items are present. So what I can do, I can say inside of this list. So in today's class, we have studied of H1. So I will say H1 is present inside of this list. Then I studied of div is present inside of this list. Then we studied about form, that form is present in this list, and so on. Now the next thing other than this unordered list is ordered list. So I can just do OL. So OL stands for ordered list. Let's have space and let's have some list items here. So I can say first learn VS Code. Okay, so just a demo. And let's say let's have another list, and I can say Tosh is the manager. Okay, and if we go here and if we just refresh, see, in the unordered list we have this h1 div and form, and in the ordered list we have this thing. First let VS Code, first is the manager. This is the ordered list, and this is the unordered list. So guys, I am seeing that most of the people have, like 10 people have left the stream. So just for your attendance sake, this will be the second attendance. Please share your email address once again in the chat box. And this won't be live for much long. First, we'll tell you when the first attendance is complete. I'm typing the chat. Okay, guys. So now let's move on forward. So I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and let's see who gives most of the right answers. Okay. The first, let the attendance get over. I see attendance का नाम लेते ही बहुत सारे लोग आ चुके हैं वापस टीम पर. Okay. First, do take the attendance. Don't miss out anyone. We don't have much of the time to waste in the attendance. Guys, in today's lecture, we will be doing this thing. Let me open it. Let's go to screen shares. Okay, I will show you how to design this thing here. This thing we can say. If you can see this thing, I will show you how to design this web page with itself. Okay, so that's why we are rushing to things, but in a way that you guys understand. Now, just tell me, like, are you understanding these things, guys? Are you able to understand this, or is it some kind of complicated thing? Okay, Harsh, just end the attendance when you feel like the second attendance, when everyone has given the replies. Let's see. Okay, this is here. Understood. Shiv Prasad is saying, "Bhaiya, thoda slow." Okay, okay. Shiv Prasad will go a bit slow. Shiv Prasad, can you just tell me if you have understood it till now? If you have any doubts, you can always message in the group or always personally message me, and I'm here to clear your doubts. This HTML and CSS is kind of important when we move forward in the full stack development journey. Okay, Harsh, and the attendance. Okay, see, yeah, ending the attendance. Okay, good. So I see only 10 to 12 people have just given the attendance. This 10 to 12 people only will be given the certificates. Mm, okay, now let's get back. So Shiv Prasad says he has understood the things. Great, Shiv Prasad. So we have like H1, we have the form. I showed you about the devs. Okay, now let's imagine you're creating a website. Okay, let me just comment this thing out. Do we have any extensions for coding in VS Code? Yes, Satvik, we have extensions to code in VS Code. This is the first session, so I won't be showing you about any extensions. In the next lecture, I will show you about Live Server, how to use Live Server and how it helps us, and some other extensions that will help you in autocomplete. Okay, is that clear, Satvik? Now let me see. Okay, Atharva is saying the chat is not getting sent. Let me check what he's trying to say. Okay, okay, Atharva, I will mark you as present. Don't worry, guys. If your chat isn't getting sent, okay, if you are unable to send the chat, just take a screenshot of the chat that has not been sent and send me in the WhatsApp, and I will mark you as present. Don't worry about it. So Yeah, so we are done with this thing. Now let me show you how to comment the things. So comments are basically nothing but the comments are the things, or you can see the code that will not get executed. So what you can do to comment HTML out, to comment the HTML out, you need to do this. Okay, an exclamation mark. One, two. Okay, this will be a comment. So if I type anything inside of this, so if I just copy this, cut it out, and if I paste it here, so this thing won't get executed. This thing won't be shown in the browser. These comments are just for the developers. Okay. So if I save this and if I go here and if I refresh, so guys take a look. The thing has been gone. Okay, it won't be shown in the browser. Okay, someone else has messaged me. Same issue. Okay, Siddharth, just share the screenshot that you have sent the chat and I will help you. Okay, great. Okay, Siddharth, your attendance will be marked. So now let's get back. So this is about the comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. Okay, I'm going to select this everything till the body, and I'm going to hit Control plus forward slash. So this thing Control plus forward slash will comment each and everything out here. Just do this. Okay, now you can see all the HTML is being commented out. This file will be given to you. Okay, and after this live stream, this file will be given to you. So for now, let's try this div. Okay, so inside of a div, I have a paragraph. So open tag. Okay, and the text for the paragraph is this one. So if I just copy this and if I paste it here, okay, and if I create another paragraph here, okay, and if I paste it here, okay, now let's see how this thing looks. First, I will format the document. Okay, now my document has been formatted. Now let's see how this thing is looking. So see, we have this thing in a single line. So this is in a column. So it's like this. Okay, now what I want is I want one thing at this side and one thing at this side. So there are actually two ways to do this. One is using float. Okay, so guys, this is take this as a homework. You need to Google search and learn about what floats are. Let me just type it. Okay, just try researching these things, and what we'll be doing is we will be uploading a video, in the channel where we will tell you about floats, what floats are. So currently, floats are not much in the use because we have more better ways of doing the things. So currently, to make this thing possible, we can do is we can use something known as flex. Okay, so let me show you how the flex thing works. So it's inside the CSS. So flex is a CSS property. Since we are styling the elements, we will be using this flex. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to say the div. Okay, we need to select the div and we will say display. So we need to display them as flex, right? So I need to say display flex. Okay, and once I do this, and if I hit refresh, so guys, take a look. These things have gone in horizontal direction. Let me see. Let me check. Okay. This thing has gone into horizontal direction. Now, what if you want to make it vertical again? So you can just say flex direction. So you can define the direction of this flex. So what you're doing by telling flex, so flex basically flexes your dev or flexes your elements according to your given parameter. So if I say flex direction column, and if I just go here, and if I hit refresh, okay, it goes back to the being column. Then you guys must have seen I got an autocomplete of, okay, when I type column, I get a column reverse. Now if I hit column reverse, now these two things will get reversed. Okay, let me just hit refresh. Okay, these two things have gotten reversed. Okay, one will get on the top of each other. Let me see what's happening. Okay, some other guy has sent the screenshot. Okay, I will mark your attendance, the person which was done the screenshot right now. Great. So this is about the flex. Okay, so flex basically helps us to move the things, move the elements according to us. Okay. Now there are other properties about flex, but there's this one more property which says justify content. Okay, this justify content basically will justify our content horizontally. Okay, when it's in the row. So currently, if I remove this and if I go here, if I just refresh, so we currently have these things one on the left and one on the right side. Now, guys, take a look. And when I do justify content, I basically have two options. I can make them at the center. Mm, So see this, these are in the horizon. Can use the voice quality. Okay. Uh, I guess everyone told me that this audio was perfectly fine. Let me check.
Okay, Vanika, can you confirm? Is it fine now? Hello.
Okay, how about now? I guess the voice is clear, pretty clear now. Let me check once again. Harsh, can you confirm? Okay, once again, Vanika, it's clearer now. Okay, thank you. Now, let's get back to, can you speak about the homework? Okay, so Atharva, the homework is just for your reference. This won't be considered, this, we will not consider this as some kind of, assignment that has been given to you. Okay, clear. We will be uploading a video on Just Coded channel about the floats. So I urge you guys to check the video out and understand how floats work. Okay, so in some of the old code bases, since still the people are using the floats. So floats are basically like flexes, but they have some different kind of syntax. So guys, now what we will do? Okay, I was showing you our justified content. So whenever you are, close this. Now, let me bring out the screen. Great. So whenever you are using flex and those flex are in a horizontal way, you can do justify content. So this justify content will basically align your text in a few different manners. So for now, I will just reduce the paragraph size so that you can better understand it. So, okay, I'll just do this. Okay, now let's see how this thing looks like. Okay, can you see these things are currently joined together in a single line? So what I will do is I will say justify content. I'll say space between. Okay. Once I say space between, and if I go back, now just pay attention here. Take a look here. If I just refresh this, one thing goes on the left and other thing goes on the right. So this is the use of justify content space between. Now there are other options as well. You can say justify content as center. Okay, so it will center out the things. So see, we can center out the things here. Then there's justify content left, then there is right. Okay, so this these are like a self-explanatory words. Now you can do something else. Okay, you can even say justify content space between or space evenly. So what the space evenly will do, it will space your all the elements evenly into the web page. So you can see now the size from all the things is equal. So this is spaced evenly. Sorry about this. We go back. Yeah. So this is the use of justify content. Now guys, this much of my knowledge is enough to build out this project. Okay, the project I was actually showing you, this thing. Okay, this thing, take it as a homework. We will give you a Google form. Okay, and make sure you are submitting this homework, because the people who are submitting this homework will be given additional marks. Okay, so additional 1 point in their hackathon. So for example, Vanika or Atharva or maybe Satvik or maybe Aryan, you guys just submit the homework to the Google form. So whenever the hackathon will be there, and for example, Abhishek has got 20 points and Vanika has got 20 points. Now to decide the winner, so what we will do is Aryan has 20 points. We'll check for his previous submissions. We will see if he has previously submitted the homework or not. If Aryan has submitted the homework, he will be given an extra point. If uh, Vanika has like submitted the homework, she will be given an extra point. So now the score will be Aryan 20 and Vanika 21. So here the winner will be declared to Vanika. We will be maintaining your homework marks as well. So your homework will be, okay. I will be doing this thing. Okay, I will be doing this whole thing. Now your homework will be to do exactly the same and uh, paste it in the Google form. Okay, so you need to send the images in the Google form and with your code as well. Okay, I will show you how to upload the code in the next lecture. But for now, you just need to guys share upload your HTML files in the Google form. Okay, we will share the Google form soon. Now let me see the charts for now. Okay, so let's get back. And guys, take the mini hackathons very seriously. If you guys perform really well, you may get an job opportunity from Ineuron.ai. By the way, Ineuron.ai are sponsoring this video, sponsoring this whole bootcamp. Okay, they will be providing us with the cash prizes, with the certificates, with your t-shirts, with your swags, with everything. They are supporting. Okay, their last event for the web designing competition with over 160 plus participants was sponsored by them. All the prize money was given by them. So there was some issues with the certificates. Those who haven't got the certificates for the previous hackathon, you will be getting it by Monday. And for the winners, you will be getting your prize money by Tuesday or Wednesday. So don't worry about the prizes. It's one of the trusted company. And since we are doing this bootcamp and iNeuron has sponsored the website, sponsored the bootcamp, there has been a 30% discount on their website. So if you go to ineuron.ai, now let me just show you. If you go to ineuron.ai, sharing the link in the chat, they have very affordable courses. If you go here, okay, in any of the programs, see, they have a full stack Java developer course, which is with a job guarantee. So if you complete this course, ineuron is giving you job guarantee for this program. Plus, if you don't get any job within the 6 months of completing the program, your all the 17,000 will be refunded. But since iNeuron has sponsored the sponsored this bootcamp, they have given us a coupon code. So if I go on this thing, okay, if I click on enroll now, okay, I just need to apply the code as Sonali 30. Okay, once you apply this code, the prices will get reduced to 12,000 rupees. Okay, so this 17,000 course will you will get the 17,000 rupees course at 12,000 rupees. Okay, and this full course will be of 6 months. And you just apply the code Sonali 30 and send me the screenshot. So I can make sure that you have the better experience with them. So like this was about the Java thing. They have multiple job guarantee bootcamp going on. So if most of you guys watching the video are from some computer science background, so you guys must know that there is the full stack JavaScript bootcamp coming up. There is this data science and machine learning bootcamp. Okay, even I am enrolled in this bootcamp. So I have the option to go to the course. So if I just go to the course, okay, I just enrolled this like few days back. Okay, this and the course is currently starting and in 15th September. So this month they will be starting this live course. All the lectures are live. Plus Other than the lecture part, you will be given doubt support. That there will be resume discussion, and plus this course comes with job guarantee, and it is taught by mm, like popular YouTubers, experts in the field. Okay, so if I just scroll down, okay, these are the topics that you will be taught. Okay, all this Python, you'll be taught machine learning, you'll be taught deep learning, you'll be taught AI ops, so AI ML, so artificial intelligence, and you'll be taught how to like utilize those things, how to get insights from your data. All of those parts you'll be taught working with the database. So this is the like just a demo that they have uploaded, okay, and the whole course. This was the first batch of them, and the whole course was of 788 hours. Okay, this whole course this is a 1 year course, and for today, only for today, the prices are like 30% off. So do make sure if you want to carry if you want some job guarantee, if you want to have a better future ahead using machine learning, data science, or any of the like Java, or maybe you want to learn a web development, you can go to JavaScript. All of these courses are at 30% discount, so do check them out. And if you don't get this 30% discount, don't worry, I have attached coupon codes below which will guarantee you 10% of the discount. So this was about the Ineuron. You just check them out. Even they have live doubt support. You can just put in your information here and you can chat with them. If you have any doubts regarding these courses, you can just contact me or send me a message in the WhatsApp and I will help you there. And this discount is just for today, guys, before 12 p.m. Okay, use this code and you will be getting 30% off, or else you will have to pay 15 to 16,000 rupees for this course. Okay, that was from the iNeuron side. Now let's get back to completing our project. We go back. That's it. Yes. Okay. We'll be doing this thing right now. So first thing is the logo. So what I will do, I will create a new file and I will say project.html. So let's say force dash project.html. So let me rename this to HTML. Okay, and let me just copy paste the code from here, so I don't have to write all the tags again. Okay, I will remove this div, all these things. Okay. So this is our bare bone of the HTML. So we will be creating some part of an portfolio website. So I'll just say portfolio, something like this, and I will have a style tag here. So where I will be writing my styles. You can code along with me or you can code after the lecture. And this thing will be recorded on Just Code It channel. You can watch as many as times you want, and yeah, you can complete your homework. But the homework should be completed by tomorrow itself. Okay, tomorrow we'll close the form links. Today you'll get the form links at 6 p.m. and tomorrow we'll close the form links at 6 p.m. So you have 24 hours to complete the homework. Now let's get back. So guys, let's try to decode this website. Okay, let's try to decode this. Let me see if I can mark it. Mark it. Okay, see. So currently we have an element here that says VM. Then we have an element here. This is some store are you using VS Code for code? Yes, Monica, this is the VS Code I am using. Okay, this is the VS Code. Okay, this is the project thing. So this whole thing is Nava. Okay, and it's getting covered inside of the boxes. Okay, so this is one box that's for the logo, and this is another box for the links. Then this is a title. Okay, this is an H1 telling the name of the person, and this is a paragraph here. Let me mention a p tag, and this is a button b tag. Now this whole thing is inside of an div. Okay, so it's keeping it together. Are there any doubts regarding this? So this is a kind of layout that we need to make. So don't worry, this is like really simple thing. I will show you how to do this. So let me just cancel and let's get back to the VS Code. So the first thing is about the logo. So for the logo, I will be doing an H1 and I will just say uh, SS. So SS for my initials. Then there is a nav bar. Okay, so for the nav bar, I can just say nav. Okay, nav. So it will create a kind of a nav bar for us. Okay, so a div, and inside of this, I will have an H1 which will have my initials. So SS, and I will create another div. Okay, this will be an unordered list now because we are creating the links for different pages of our website. So I will just say UL, UL stands for unordered list, and I will have some list items. Okay, so instead of this list items, will be assets provided. Yes, assets will be provided, but okay, let me just send the asset in the group right now. I know. Let me just send. I'll send it as a document. Where is it? Yeah. Guys, if you want to buy the courses, just do it to yourself because there's the big offer going on of 30% off, or else you'll have to satisfy yourself by paying extra and you'll just get 10% off if you do it tomorrow or later. So let's get back. I have shared the resources, I have shared the assets in the WhatsApp group. So now let's get back. So we can say project. Okay, well, let me just check it. So it's projects, tech stack, and contact. So projects, then another line, okay, which will say tech stack. By the way, Atharva Tambekar was the third winner. Okay, he won the third prize in our previous competition. So congrats, Atharva. We didn't get that much of a time the last time. So congratulations now. And yeah, just make sure uh, you just lost because your code quality wasn't good, or you would have scored the second rank. So in this course, like in this lecture or maybe next lecture, we will speak about code quality and how do we improve it. Okay, how to make our code readable to and more easily accessible to everyone. Okay, now this is about the Nava. Okay, now let's see. Let me. Okay, I need to open this first. So let's go to the document. Let's go to the folder. Bootcamp. Let's go to the first project. Okay. And you see, guys, we have this SS and we have this kind of project thing here. Now, what we will do is we need to take this thing here, okay, on the right hand side. So, as I told you, what we use is we use display flags. So, first we need to select the navbar. Okay, I'm not speaking about classes and IDs. Classes and IDs, those are some different things. Okay, those are part of HTML and CSS. But since this is a basic level introduction, so we will speak about classes and IDs in the next class. Okay, so in the next week. For now, let's style this using our normal selectors. So let me select the H1. So this isn't an H1, this is an H4. Okay, H4 because it's a logo and we need to be perfect of how we are making uses of our heading because these headings are used for search engine optimization. So if you don't know what search engine optimization is, so basically what happens is there whenever you search something in Google, okay, the websites are look for the content. So if you are getting the right content or not, and if the content is not right, then what will happen is your website will go down in the search results. Okay, if you have the right content and if you have designed your website according to it, your things will go like your rankings will go up according to the whatever things you have written in it. Okay, so for now, let's style it H4. Okay. So first, what we will do is first we'll have a display flex of this nav. So there is this. Where is this thing? So as I said, there is a box here. Think our HTML and CSS in terms of boxes. Okay, so there's this box here. Okay, instead of this big box, you have one smaller box. Okay, you have one smaller box. So think of it as it's your girlfriend's birthday and you don't have. Yes, Monica, SEO gives better rent. Okay. You need to SEO basically stands for search engine optimization. If you optimize, yeah, okay. So SEO stands for search engine optimization. So what happens is you need to optimize your website according to the standards set by the search engine. Okay, so for example, there are some standards. Okay, for writing your HTML, for writing your CSS, you need to be very specific of what tags you're using where. Okay, so that the bots that will search for your website, okay, they will crawl for your website, will understand what exactly is your content. And once your content is correct and it's valid to the user, this your website will be shown in the Google. Okay? That was about it. Search engine optimization. Now, what I'm speaking here is about the flex thing. Okay. Now think it's your girlfriend's birthday and you don't have much of the gifts. Okay, you don't have a bigger gift. So what you do is you take a bigger box and put smaller boxes inside of it. So like while typing HTML or while learning CSS, HTML and CSS, just think in terms of boxes. Okay, so what I will do is I will just put things in smaller boxes. So this is a smaller box. So this is the bigger box outside them, and this is the smaller box. Okay, now I'll just place the smaller boxes at each side. So to place that, I need to go inside the bigger box. Okay, I need to open the box and I need to say smaller box, move on the left side, and this box, move on the right side. So what I will say, I'll go here and I will say nav. So nav is a bigger box. Okay, you can see this. Nav is covering everything. So nav is kind of an bigger box. So inside this bigger box, I will say display flex. Okay, now once I do this display flex, take a look. Let me refresh. These things have come on each like at one another. So one on the left and one on the right. So now what I will say is I will say justify content that we learned, and I will say space between. So space between. Now if I save this and if I go here, now check one is on the extreme left and one is on the extreme right. Okay. Now you may say the other thing doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. To make this thing happen, we need to go inside of the smaller box. What's happening here? Give me a second, guys. Okay, great. So I saw that only 13 people are present. Guys, this is the third round of attendance. It starts now. Third round. The round starts now. Okay, great. Now what we will do is we will make this horizontally aligned. So let's go. Okay, so we need to open the smaller box, and the smaller box is UL. So inside of this div, we have an UL. Okay, and guys, see, this is some kind of an extra code that I have written. We don't require this div. Okay, the work with UL is fine. So I can just say UL. So unordered list. Instead of an unordered list, I need to say display flags. So go in a direction, display flags, and yeah, we don't need justify content here. So let's go. Now take a look here, guys. Can you see the things are in the dot format? Okay, those are in the horizontal format right now. Now what we need is we need to have some spacing in between. So here the top concept comes of margin and padding. So what margin is? Margin is basically this thing. Let me show you. Let me just cancel out the changes. Yes. Who is this? Divya Jyoti or whatever your name is. I'm unable to pronounce. Sorry, bro, for that. Uh, I have like typed your attendance. Don't worry. Okay, if you guys are unable to type your attendance, just message me personally. Great. Now what I will do is listen. We have where is this? Yeah. In this portfolio, we want some space here. Okay, so now here the concept comes of margin and padding. So what margin is? Let me show you. Okay. So the space between these two things is known as margin. For example, if you have a box, okay, if you have a div, okay, the space outside of this line is known as margin. This all space is known as margin. The space inside of this line is known as padding. Okay, so if I do padding of, let's say, sorry, is that? So if I do a padding of 10 pixels, so for example, this is the box, and if I'm giving the padding of, let's say, 10 pixels, so pixels are nothing but the units in which the thing is registered. Okay. Vanika, I'm sorry. I cannot do that right now. Currently, I'm in the stream, and hopefully, okay, the issue gets resolved. I told you multiple times to register, but let's see what happens. Okay. For now, guys, please someone is saying. Okay, Prachi, I told to message because of the attendance, for your attendance. We just send her the chat. Okay, great. Now, guys, take a look here. This is the box. Okay, this is the box. Now, what we are doing, oh, I forgot what we were doing. Yeah, we were speaking about margin and padding. So the space outside of this is margin and space inside of this is padding. So if I do, let's go here. If I select the li, okay, I want to have some padding. I want to have some space between those li's. So I will say margin right of 20 pixels. Okay, so pixels is like we use inches, we use centimeters, but while making a web page, there is something known as pixels. Okay, so we use pixels. Okay, to count the it will like give space according to the pixel. So, for example, we are saying 20 pixels. So the space of 20 pixels will be left out. So now take a look here. Take a look here, guys. I'm gonna refresh it. So if I refresh, see we have some space here. Now we don't require those dots. So if we don't require the dots, what we can do is there is an option in CSS. You can say, I don't want this list style. So list, so the style of the list should be set to none. Now what happens, check it. So if I refresh, can you see? Now this thing looks somewhat similar to it. Okay, it's not perfect. So you guys, can you see? This looks somewhat similar to this. Now what we will do, okay, since we are going to end the session and the lecture at 3 p.m. Okay, we won't be able to complete this project. But the as take it as a homework to like try to complete it if it's possible. And if you are unable to complete it, just send me the doubts and okay, what's happening, Kunal? Kunal, just type the message instead of emojis so that we can understand. Okay, so we won't be able to complete this whole thing, this whole website. So just try doing this thing, okay, at the home. And once you have aligned the items, just upload it. Okay, just do this thing that I have showed you. Okay, just come till here. Okay, once you reach here, just upload the HTML file in the Google form and we will increase your points. Okay, and these points will be useful in your next hackathon. Yeah, and one more thing, guys, about the 30% discount I'm sharing. Yeah, Ritesh, I know you are in the chat. Don't worry. Okay, don't worry, Atharva. Oh, sorry, Siddharth, don't worry. We are registering your attendance. So now, guys, just ask your doubts here. If you have any doubts regarding the future of the like how we'll move forward with the bootcamp, if you have any doubts regarding the hackathon, if you have doubts regarding the attendance, just ask it right now in the chat. Okay, let's have a Q&A section. If you have some doubts regarding the mm, like today's session, HTML and CSS wala, so just tell me, type in the chat, so we can help you. Let me refresh and okay. Now let me ask you a question. Okay, so basically this is guys, I have asked the questions in the stream. You attended. Yeah, I have given a poll there. Realistic votes are yes for the poll. Okay, I will be asking few questions, and based on these votes, we will see who has like actually attended the thing or and who has not attended. So I'm waiting. Get 10 votes. Thank you, guys. Let's end it. I'm creating another poll. Guys, any suggestions for me? It's just a minute. I'm creating a poll for you. Mm, okay, okay. Shiv, yeah. Okay, Shivlila. Next time we will manage it more better. This was the first time conducting on our channel. So you guys are subscribed to this channel, like this video, and hopefully commented how do you like. Okay, let me check how the polls are going on. Okay, guys, I will have you. I will give you just a second. I will give you a suggestion form where you can fill out your results and tell me like what should we improve in the things. Okay, because this thing will be for 3 months. Okay, so you need to give us the suggestions of what all things are needed to be improved and what all changes you expect from us. Okay, and according to that, we'll move on. Plus, guys, we will be having guest lectures very soon. Guest lectures about programming, resume building, maybe your job applications, how to perform better, and all that stuff. Okay, so currently 15 people have voted. So in 2 minutes we'll end the session. So guys, just vote, like just give the ratings, and I will give out the form today. Okay, so those who have given the attendance, guys, you can leave. This was the end of the lectures. If you have some doubts, please do send in the comments or in the chat box. Okay? Whatever your doubts are, we will be uploading a video about floats of what floats are in this channel. So do watch it. Okay, if you want to go deeper into knowledge of HTML, CSS, and floats. Okay, the Flexbox we don't actually use Flexbox very often these days. That's why we don't use floats very often these days. So that's why I showed you about Flexbox. In the next video that we'll be uploading, we will show you of how floats are, how to work with floats, and those are ways. Okay. Thank you, Satvik. Thank you for watching this, guys. Thank you for attending the lecture and thank you for your cooperation. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye. Ending the session right now. Guys, you can leave it. Now the stream has been ended. You can just make sure you have uploaded your. Thank you. This was for today. In the next class will be for beginner level HTML and CSS introduction. Okay, we will go deeper into HTML and CSS in the next week. Okay, both of the HTML and CSS will be taught. Don't worry. So most of you have. Uh, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you. So, bye bye. Have a great day. And guys, don't forget the offer for the Ineuron course, the job guarantee courses, and all other courses is for today itself. Okay, the code is Sonali30, and I will be sharing it in the WhatsApp group as well. So if you are interested, do register. Okay, and once you have purchased the course, just send me a screenshot so I can just tell the team that you have purchased the course, like the course. Okay, bye bye. Yeah, Harsh is doing like this. Yeah, bye bye.